Zenden. My name is Soma and this is my husband Sean. We have been living in this 3,200 square foot home at Woodgrove.
We've been living here for the past 3 years. Welcome to our home. Enjoy the tour.
So over here, this is our entryway, I would like to call it. We don't have like a proper entryway that blocks a space. So it is an open wall, which I decided to create more like an entryway table. So this particular table, it's a beautiful art piece, like what I would like to call it. It's from Woody's Antique at Tan Boon Liat. We have been purchasing all of their home decorative products for quite a while now. So this is one of their standard, very beautiful Chinese vintage piece that we picked up quite recently. And over here, I displayed few of our favorite products that we have literally purchased when traveling around the world. So this particular, we call it like in Malayali term called Urali. And this is more like a very Kerala piece. And this particular lamp we picked up from Kerala again. This is called a velaka, which is in the olden days when there was no electricity. Most of the houses had this similar lamps where they would just oil it and and then they would have the wick around here and they would light up their house. So this is a very little corner of how the old homes in Kerala would look like. And similar is this, I would call it the grandfather's chair, but it's actually here in Singapore, it's called the planter's chair. I call it the grandfather's chair is because this is a very distant memory from Kerala, where I come from. My grandfather used to have a similar chair at their home, and that used to be his favorite chair in front of our house. That summarizes this phase of our home. Over here is our main living area where my husband, I, and our dog Delilah, we spend most of our Sunday afternoons and weekday evenings in this beautiful space because my husband loves to relax in front of the TV, watching most of his favorite YouTube channels or his favorite comedy series. And one thing about this area, first feature would be this particular bookcase. Or a bookshelf where it was actually refurbished from an old sampan where they just turned it to a bookshelf. I like about this is because it's not the ones that is very fully like very neat and clean kind of an effect, but it still has a very old vibe where you can see the holes and the nail marks and all of it, which is now turned to a bookcase. And moving on to the living area. So one thing about this space is I don't like cabinets or cupboards to be around my ceilings or on my wall because I don't like anything that I feel very claustrophobic. I love open, airy and well-lit space. So that's how the whole idea of this home is about. And what we did here is literally have good furnitures whereby you have proper storage units that literally functions more as a decorative as well as a storage area as well. And moving here is these two chairs. Okay, this one I picked up from Canvas and Weaves. So one beautiful part about this chair is, again, it has a made in India tag. And a beautiful part about this is the person who created this particular chair, she had the particular frame. And what they did was they kind of remodeled the chair, meaning to say that she brought fabrics, Indian fabrics, block printed fabrics, and they reupholstered and recreated the chair, and they were literally selling as it is. So basically all the wood here, you would see it has all those chips and all of that. I mean, kind of like broken or whatever, but it didn't bother me because the overall beauty about it is it carried a story. And again, India and anything that depicts the culture, the artworks, and literally the artisans of India, which I love. And that's something which I wanted to carry in our home. And here is our, what I call it, the space basically where my husband, myself, and Delilah have a space to sit. It's a modular kind of a sofa set, and we bought it from Bless Brothers. I have been looking for a similar sofa for quite a while. Inspiration is definitely Instagram, whereby you have a lot of European, US homes having similar chairs or sofas which are very low lying, and kind of like I love is this cute bums that they have created.
So this is the dining area where, as you can see, we love arches because we have this arch. But the story behind this was that we actually loved this wallpaper, but it was way out of our budget. So our original plan was actually to cover from here all the way to that side, separating the living room from the dining area. But for this particular wallpaper, it was really expensive. So, my wife and my ID were trying to come up with ideas or look at different wallpapers. But then I was thinking, since our whole house is arch, why not make a little arch and just put the wallpaper inside? So they both loved the idea, and when it came out, we both loved how it came out, and we just love this wallpaper. It has the elephants. It captures the essence of where we came from, India, Kerala, with the elephants, the plants, and everything. The next thing we'll talk about is this dining table. So this dining table is actually from the same place where we bought that TV console in Tan Boon Liat. So it is a specially crafted dining table. So if you can see the colors, so it's like a blue, everything, so it matches the chairs. Here's our bar. So this is one of my favorite spots, the bar, of course. So what we did with this design is we wanted to maximize the storage. So with the wine glasses, we made a little hook place where we can hook the glasses, so we can slide it in and out easily, and we can keep it there. We don't have to store it inside. So we have all our drinks here, all our glasses here. We have our wine fridge here. So it really maximizes the space, and it's really nice. And some of the knobs are really good. This knob is from our old house, from our previous bar actually. So we kept that. And just overall, this is where we spend our evenings having our dinner.
So this is our kitchen space. So one thing about this particular kitchen, it wasn't like this before. When we bought the house, it came as it was. So this particular area was kind of like a granny's room. So my husband and I, we love big open kitchens and islands. So we tore down the complete space. So this entire space was literally redone. And even that particular door with the arch was all built from scratch. Here, the first section, I would call it more like a mini library nook. Why? Because I do store a lot of my cooking books out here, and there is a little bit of things that I enjoy. Those bras, basically these particular coffee cups, again, Kerala inspired. My father, I told him that, oh, I love this particular one and I would love to buy it, and without a hesitation, he picked this up for me, and it's still in the plastic shapes as well. So anyway, so this particular area, what I would call it is, I love to keep my areas very neat and clean, not too many things around. So we have good storage units. So if you notice, all my appliances are neatly placed in this particular drawer. And all your plates and cups, I do have enough room in these drawers as well. So I don't like to stack anything outside. And here I would like to call it like the breakfast nook, where it's easier to pick things up, such as the cereal, and then you have a bowl placed here. It's very sectional or compartmentalized, I would like to say it. So cereal, and then straight away you walk is our fridge as well. Right, so this is our cooking area where this is our induction stove and our oven. So we have literally done it in a way whereby if you're one of the people who's literally doing up your kitchen space, I would tell you to just go into Pinterest, and there is a certain concept I can't remember out of my head. It's called the golden triangle or whatever ruling, where they literally tell you where your induction, your oven, as well as your washing should be. It follows a certain triangle where your fridge should be. So it's something new that I learned while doing up our kitchen. And if you notice, it is just very neutral tone colors, because the main statement area that I wanted to give for this particular kitchen was our island, as well as the lights, the chandeliers that's above the island, as well as this beautiful, beautiful arch that just goes into our backyard. We have is this particular island and the chairs, which is very much fitted for this particular space. One thing I love about this space is when we have most of our friends and family here, they love to always gather in this particular space, and that's something which I always love to have while you're cooking there. You can have good conversations with your family and friends, and we love to host big Christmas dinners and lunches, and most of the time the food will be displayed here in the island, and you would have everyone gathering here, drinking wine, talking, and conversations just flowing around. So one beauty about this kitchen is indeed these chandeliers. These are basically hand-blown glass from Turkey. So we just left the pantry as it was. We just tried to just create an arch in this space, because previously it was just a square shape with a window at the top and a normal door. But to just continue with the concept of arches, we continue to keep the arch in place and just this particular sliding door. And this is where we literally keep all of our needed products for the kitchen, be it toilet papers, your kitchen napkins. You would have my baking goods and all the curry powders neatly stacked in boxes and shelves. And we also have here is a laundry area, which was previously like a toilet, I believe, that we have just transformed. And also we have created this particular open window as well, just to have a little bit of light coming into the space as well. So a beauty and a hidden space in our home is this powder room. I love designing and styling powder rooms. So this particular room was previously a full-fledged toilet, but we didn't like the concept of a full toilet in the center of our home, just next to the dining and the kitchen area. So we just have it like a partial, whereby we call it the powder room, where it's only used for washing hands and for it to look pretty. So we decorated this space with a full wallpaper that covers the ceiling as well. And we have here is a beautiful mirror, where you see it's a double mirror, where this particular back mirror is actually kind of like a vintage inspired mirror, and the same mirror we have it in our bar area as well. And this is from Huga, and I love about this is because it has a very nice natural curved edges, and I felt like that was perfect, where I wanted to have like a double mirror kind of a concept. And here is our washing sink. Again, it was from AliExpress. It's kind of like a glass inspired, which I truly love. And everything else went with like a very dark and black concept with gold kind of accessories that we chose.
All right, guys, let's go up to level 2, see what's happening upstairs. So as we go up, we have our guest room on the right side. So the guest room is quite simple. The wallpaper is a theme you'll see throughout the house. So we have wallpaper in almost every room. You'll find wallpaper. So this is our toilet on the second floor for the guest room. If you can see, it's custom, like every other toilet in this house. This toilet, the theme is green. So if you see, everywhere is green. Even the bedroom, the shade on the wall is a mint green. So if you have a look at the cabinet space itself, so it's a nice black with custom handles. Again, storage in the toilet, which is important for us. And it continues with the theme of arches. So we have an arch on the shower entrance. We have a arch-shaped mirror. So that's basically the toilet, and we just love this toilet. And all the guests have stayed here so far love using this toilet. So let's go on now to the big room, the master bedroom. Come on, Delilah. So as we go into the master bedroom, again, it's a different theme. So as you can see, we have another wall with wallpaper. So this wallpaper, I really like this wallpaper. This wallpaper, the texture is really nice, the color, the design, the patterns. It reminds you of a peacock. So this is what I really love about it. And as you continue throughout the room, it's spacious. We have a trunk in the front of the bed, which most people use as a coffee table, but we use it to store our bed linens. As you walk in, you'll see another arch. One thing that irks me a bit is, so if you look here, the point is a bit off. So that kind of irks me a bit. But unfortunately, we're not able to fix it. So we just left it as it is. And this is my cupboard. So as you can see, I love shoes. I love collecting shoes. So I do have my shoes on display here. This cupboard actually is the same design we had in our old house. So when the ID asked what I wanted in a cupboard, I just said do the same thing you did in my previous house. And he did it here, and he just added a place where I can put my shoes. So here we have the master toilet, which is again really spacious. As you walk in, you can see it's another different theme. So you have a full standing shower. You have nice blue tiles on the wall. You have custom doors, sliding door as well. His and her sinks, nice marble countertops. The toilet is there. We have this mirror actually custom made. So this mirror itself was a design my wife saw on Pinterest. So we told our ID, oh, we want to put the same concept in our toilet. So he actually custom designed and made this entire mirror. It's actually made out of wood, the frame, and painted in brushed gold or brushed brass to match the taps. That's pretty much it for the master bedroom. So continue to enjoy our home.
Are you guys tired yet? Well, don't worry, this is the last level of our home. Come on into our second living space. This particular space is a mini replica of our old home. And we very much replicated the entire space with the concept or with the future planning in mind, whereby this is gonna be our entertainment area. And all these particular frames or pictures or posters were very much from our travel. And here it comes with a toilet as well, like they call it the Jack and Jill, where the living area as well as the bedroom next to it can use it from either side. So this is a toilet that I love. We custom made it completely, tore it down. And one thing I love about this space is the high ceiling, where we got to literally open it up until the roof, and we created it more like, again, an arched shape. And we went through 2 or 3 designs actually before we finalized this particular design of our toilet. Again, you would see arches everywhere, and one thing I love is the stones that we picked. You will see like a very pastel pink to a dark orange. It's all to complement the terrazzo tile that we have, and it's in a very selected section. Again, it was part of our cost saving measure with our ID that we did. And you would see it very much like with a brass function or a brass accessory that we have taken to complement it with this particular tiling, just to keep your essentials here. And this is the, I would call it the masterpiece in this particular toilet. Again, it is just a reflection of all the arches that is surrounding it. And we do have a little washing area and One thing is I would see here there is a lot of choice of metals that I've gone with. I don't know why I decided like, oh, I'll have a silver mirror, the brass accessories, and then I saw there was a gold lighting. So I was like, well, it's three metals in one, and I was not thinking about the rules at that point in time, but I think I'm overall happy with how this particular space had come up. So like what I said, this is a living area. It had a bedroom that we converted to something else I would show you. So it's kind of just one wall, it's hidden behind. So we have it more like a sliding door concept, and this is my closet space that I love, and I love this particular space. Again, this particular first feature is this particular chandelier, again from our trusted Sufi Trading at Arab Street. All the chandeliers in our home is from him. Again, this is a blown glass that they call it, in multiple colors of rainbow, and I love colors, and like what I said, my concept is rainbow styling, and this was a statement piece in my wardrobe. And if you ask me, yes, if I move from this house, this comes with me. And I've really arranged this space again with colors in mind, literally going by the rainbow concept, and it literally houses most of what I need. And I just do my videos because I'm a personal style blogger as well. So most of my videos, sometimes I just stand here and do my styling videos, and I'm very content with this particular space. And these are just sliding kind of a shoe rack, custom made shoe racks, and all the lightings are all custom made. Basically, this entire wardrobe is custom made to what I wanted it to be.
So if you have a look at this plant has followed us from our old home. It was in a small pot. My wife loves bougainvilleas, and you can see it's like a multicolored plant. So when we moved into this house, the concept was we wanted to plant it somewhere outside and create an arch that leads to the outside of the house. So what we did was we got with our gardener Melvin, and he had an idea of, building like a trestle to lead outside of the house. But what we were thinking was, it's going to be some kind of wire, and it just goes outside of the house, the plants will be on top of it. But when he delivered, it was actually this beautiful wooden piece that he handcrafted himself from old salvaged wood from Singapore. And he built this trestle leading outside of the gate to the other side, and allows the plant to grow from inside of our house to the outside. So it looks like a gateway as you walk into the house. So this is something that we really love about this house, and something that we really love about the outdoor space, that we really appreciated what our gardener did.
So all in all, this is our house. It used to be a 5-bedroom, but now we converted more like a functional 3-bedroom with one walk-in wardrobe space. And you can see we love our arches. We didn't follow up any particular concept styling because I love to move things around the house, and very much we went with a blank canvas and slowly adding pieces that speaks to us, and especially that speaks to our budget, which is one of the key things that we kept doing my husband kept reminding me. So that's how we went with our house, and it's just the two of us and our dog, and we find it very functional and a very beautiful space that we enjoyed, which is very much away from the city, or tucked very much in the heartlands of Singapore, that we truly enjoyed and we love. We hope you enjoyed this space.